A pleasant evening and welcome to this week's first edition of Primetime News. I'm Michael Madimba. We would like to sincerely apologize to our viewers for the break in airing the bulletin last week. We are nevertheless glad to be back. If it's your first time joining us, do subscribe and hit that like button. Also be sure to click the bell icon to be notified whenever we post news content. Leading the bulletin tonight, SWAPO Party Secretary General Sophia Shaningwa has expressed concern that some of the party's Elders Council Committee regional branches have not yet properly concluded their renewal of mandates ahead of the party's Congress next year.
Shaningwa, while addressing the party's Elders Council Committee meeting here on Saturday, said the party wing must always renew their mandate as per the party procedure, as it cannot hold a Congress with structures that have expired. She said there is no way the party will mobilize effectively if the structures are not in place come 2024 presidential and National Assembly elections. The Secretary General said terms of office as stipulated in the Constitution are very clear and they must adhere to their own policies as provided in their Constitution. Shaningwa further added the rules and procedures are drafted in the Constitution, both mother body, wings and unions. She further said that SWAPO as a collective does not want to see unnecessary court challenges against them and from within, and therefore constitutional provisions must be adhered to.
Still on politics, Popular Democratic Movement leader McHenry Vhonane has called on African governments to allow the youth to take their rightful place at the forefront of the continent's transformation as the next generation of leaders.
Vhonane, while addressing the annual Young Democratic Union of Africa conference underway in Lilongwe, Malawi on Saturday, said African governments should ensure a conducive environment is provided for the youth to strive in. In a statement availed to the Namibia Press Agency, Vhonane said resources alone are not enough to ensure Africa's young people secure productive work amid a changing labor market, but that they gain the skills they need through the education system while also ensuring that private sectors and individuals generate jobs. The PDM leader further added that reformed curricula that are innovative enough to meet current and evolving labor demands, deliberate policies that increase spending, and the allocation of resources to technical and vocational training need immediate attention. He further said the unemployment crisis that currently plagues the youth across Africa, as informed by the Bloomberg article published earlier this year, is a key indication and necessary wake-up call that African leaders must urgently address the unemployment crisis.
Moving on to the Hardap region, where the Health Director, Yvonne Stefanus, has commended community members in the region for their support during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, which he said went a long way in assisting facilities around the region save lives.
When the third wave engulfed the region, wreaking havoc and constraining health facilities across the region, Stefanus said the community did not hang their heads but took responsibility and provided support with nearly $1 million Namibian to ensure facilities are equipped to fight the pandemic. Data provided by her office shows that the Mariental community mobilized up to $300,000 Namibian to renovate an outpatient department ward at the Mariental State Hospital, which was used as a COVID-19 isolation facility. The community further donated towards the supply of oxygen, which was critical during the third wave when many hospitals across the country were running low on supply.
Moving on to continental matters. The African Union says it will extend and expand its military operations against Al-Qaeda-linked Islamists in Somalia to include other member states as its current mandate nears an end on the 31st of December 2021. More on this story from AFP.
The Horn of Africa nation has faced renewed instability in recent months, with long-running election delays and ongoing row between its president and prime minister, sapping attention from an insurgency waged by al-Shabaab jihadists. Despite the militants' ouster from Mogadishu a decade ago, Somalia's government controls only a small portion of the country, with the crucial help of some 20,000 soldiers from the African Union mission in Somalia. African Union mission in Somalia late Sunday said the AU's Peace and Security Council had agreed to shift to a joint mission with the UN that would enable other willing and interested AU members to join operations against the Islamists. The plan will need to be endorsed by the UN Security Council and the government in Mogadishu. The AU expressed grave concern at the worsening security situation in Somalia, where there had been a worrying resurgence of Al-Shabaab activities. The militants regularly stage deadly attacks against civilian and military targets in the capital and elsewhere. The UN Security Council in March extended African Union mission in Somalia's mandate until December following fractious talks between Western countries and African members of the Council over the funding for peacekeepers. Sunday's AU statement asked the UN Security Council to consider a technical rollover of the African Union mission in Somalia mandate while discussions continue on the details and modalities for transition towards the post-2021 arrangement.
Stand by for your top roundup. In the business and economic segment tonight, we begin locally. The SWAPO Party Women's Council over the weekend trained 22 women in the production of fruit jam at Keetmanshoop in order to empower them start up businesses to generate income for themselves and improve their living conditions.
Speaking at the opening of the two-day training here on Saturday, the SWAPO Party Women's Council Keetmanshoop Urban District Information Officer and Mobilizer, Teresia Nangolo, said the Women Council decided to conduct the training after it came to the Council's attention that women within the SWAPO Party Women's Council needed to be empowered with skills for them to generate income for themselves. Nangolo said the Women Council will also conduct training on baking, adding that it is the Council's hope and belief that the women will pass the skills to others within the community. SWAPO Regional Mobilizer for Claras, Margaret Basson, said the training aimed to equip the women with the much-needed skills on food production, noting that if the training is well implemented, it has the potential for generating income for the women.
Now, Bank of Namibia Governor Johannes Gawagab says the country's commercial banks have repossessed houses worth 230 million Namibian dollars in the first 6 months of 2021, as COVID-19 continues to threaten job security.
He said this number doubled between 2017 and 2019. On average, the value of houses repossessed by the bank were 100 million Namibian dollars. Gawagab stressed people lost their jobs and could not honor the obligation with the banks due to COVID-19 and the lockdowns. He added that this is not only happening in Namibia, but the rest of the world, and if people think it is a Namibian problem, then they are missing the point. Gawagab, who revealed this at a public lecture at Keetmanshoop in recent days, said in 2020, vehicle repossessions dropped to 15 million Namibian dollars, which however increased to 21 million Namibian dollars in the first 6 months of this year. He said out of the 1,700 business closures reported in the last 3-year period, 40% were recorded in 2019, 33% in 2020, and 27% recorded during the first 9 months of this year. Gawagab added that the closures were mainly observed in the sectors such as tourism, construction, wholesale and retail trade, real estate, as well as other business services, including tour operators, consultancies, bookkeeping, and cleaning agents. Gawagab further said as from the 1st of January to the 31st of January 2021, a total of 12,238 employees were retrenched by 896 employers, of which 9,396 employees were retrenched due to economic reasons or closure or business discontinuance, while 2,842 employees were retrenched due to COVID-19 related reasons. Between January and June 2021, 1,444 employees were retrenched by 190 employers, which 1,377 were retrenched due to economic reasons or closure and business discontinuations, while 67 employees were retrenched due to COVID-19 related reasons.
That's all from me, Michael Madimba. Your sports news will follow after the economics roundup and the weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome to All Things Sport on Sport Planet with me, Joy Gosses. In tonight's lead, we begin with football. Namibia's Brave Warriors were crushed 4-1 away to Senegal at the Lazio Stadium in Chess in Group H of the 2022 Qatar FIFA World Cup qualifier on Saturday.
Africa's number one ranked team Senegal took the lead in the 10th minute when Idrissa Gana Gueye beat Virgil Fries with a neat finish before Famara Diédhiou made it 2-0 in the 38th minute to leave Senegal leading 2-0 at halftime. The second half saw Namibia being the better side, matching their opponents pound for pound, but the quality of Senegal was not to be denied as Sadio Mane danced his way through the Namibian midfield before calmly finishing with a left foot shot that gave Fries no chance in the 55th minute. Namibia refused to give up and continued to create clear-cut chances, which were missed by Dion Hotto, Peter Shalulile, Willie Stefanas and Elmo Kambindu, before substitute Jocelyn Kamatuka bungled in a rebound to make it 3-1 5 minutes after coming on for Kambindu. Senegal seemed to be rattled by that goal, as they allowed Namibia to dominate in possession, and Hotto's indecisiveness saw him pass to Shalulile instead of scoring into an empty net after Edward Mendy fluffed his clearance. Next to miss was Shalulile, who shot over the bar after racing clear of the Lions of Teranga's defense, with Mendy well beaten. That proved to be costly as Senegal punished Namibia with a fourth goal to seal the tie through substitute Keita Balde on 83 minutes after Mane, who outmuscled Charles Mbira to release his strike partner whose only job was to tap the ball into an empty net, making it 4-1. The win says Senegal maintained their grip on Group H with 9 points from 3 matches, while Namibia remains second on 4 after suffering their first defeat in the qualifiers. Congo is in third place with 2 points, while Togo remains bottom with a single point, following the sides 1-0 draw in Lomé on the same day. Namibia and Senegal will meet again at the Orlando Stadium in Johannesburg on Tuesday for another big match in Group H.
The 3x3 national wheelchair basketball team found it going tough at its maiden international competition, finishing 4th out of 5 teams that competed in the 2022 Africa Commonwealth Games qualifiers.
The Africa Zone's qualification tournament for the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games 3x3 wheelchair basketball was held at the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre in Johannesburg, South Africa on Saturday. Namibia, Gambia, Kenya, Rwanda, and host South Africa competed in the men's category, while South Africa and Kenya were the only countries with teams in the women's category. Team Namibia started the championships with a win against Rwanda, but Lady Luck was not on their side as they ended up losing their remaining 3 games. Their biggest defeat at the competition came at the hands of South Africa, who beat them 21-1, while Kenya beat them 11-1, and Gambia topped it up with 12-0 as Namibia failed to score a single basket. The South Africans men beat Kenya in the final game of the competition to win the championship and represent the zone in July next year in Birmingham, the United Kingdom, while in the women's category, South Africa and Kenya played each other 3 times, and the host nation won all the games to book themselves a spot at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. In the men's category, Kenya were the runners-up, followed by Gambia in third, Namibia in fourth, and Rwanda, who failed to win a game, in the last position. In an interview with Nampa after the championships, Namibia wheelchair basketball president and assistant coach of the team, Isaac Nailenge, said the team learned the hard way how the game is played at the international level. Team Namibia was represented by Ingo David, Termas Firstus, Rudley Gossip, and Kamenya Kapuma. Nailenge coached the team with the assistance of Henok Hanga.
Your sports roundup is up next. We've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. Much appreciated for tuning in. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notifications bell to stay abreast with the latest happenings locally and globally. Do add your comments as well in the comment section. Catch us tomorrow for another edition of Primetime News. From myself, Joy Gosses, and the entire production crew, it's good night.